Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's yours truly, Amiyah, and I know it's been forever. I haven't really been able to post anything. Honestly, it's just been life, and of course life has been happening for all of us. However, like I said it before, I have a new video for you guys, and I figured what cool way would it be to just discuss the things that 2021 has basically brought upon us? Like, what exactly have you learned from 2021? This year has been like chaotic. It's been good for some people. It's been life-changing. It's affected each and every one of us in one way or another. And I'm going to share some of my personal experiences and things that I've learned um, from this year. And not only that, just catch you guys up on why I really haven't been posting as much and what's to come in 2022. So you guys already know the rules. Baby, grab you a snack, leave your shoes at the door, come on in. Let's go ahead and address some things. One of the first things that I've learned, or what should I say, 2021 taught me, was just about friendships and accountability. And it's so crazy because throughout this year and everything that I've experienced, I thought like I don't think I know it all, but I figured I kind of had a pretty good idea of what friendship is, what is it based on, how to establish and maintain a friendship, what it is to be a good friend to those that you hold dear to you. And 2021 definitely challenged that and pretty much showed me that I know a lot about friendships, but I don't know that much. And I think that learning experience, that learning or exposure comes from just experiences with different people in friendships. One thing that I prided myself on is just always being a loyal friend to anyone that I consider a friend. I do believe that I treat my friends like family. I'm very overprotective of them. You know, I'm supportive. I'm always there to give, whether it's advice, just anything. Like, I definitely value my friends. I don't have many by my choice. However, the ones that I do have, I do hold dear to me. But one thing I had to learn is that if friendships do not work out, or if, you know, time happens and people tend to drift apart, you don't have to beat yourself up about that, or it doesn't mean that you weren't a good friend. You know, sometimes people just tend to grow apart, things happen, but you have to look at the bright side. It's like everyone is here for a season. You know, sometimes that season could be, you know, for many years, sometimes it could be for a short period of time. But I tend to focus on the positive moments of those relationships and what I learned, the good times, all of that stuff. But unfortunately, some things just don't work out. And what I've learned in 2021 is that you can start off with friendships, and as you grow and turn into, not turn, but evolve into a different person, sometimes your values and how you view things in life don't necessarily align with the people that you consider a friend, and that can cause you guys to go your own separate ways. And so that's something that 2021 taught me, and is that it's normal, it's okay, things like that happen, but you have to be a mature person about the situation, analyze and acknowledge that it didn't work out, and, you know, wish people the best. I know a lot of you follow me on social media, and people are like, well, why aren't you friends with this person? Or I haven't saw you out with this person or that person. And the answer is pretty simple. I don't have issues with anyone. I wish everybody well. It's just, as time progresses and you just start to look at the things that you value and where you see yourself, you realize that you kind of have to shift your circle. And what I value and what I see myself as in the near future doesn't necessarily align with everybody else. And it's totally fine for you to just shift things around a bit, and just do what you need to do to get to that next step. Who knows what the future brings? You and like whomever you're not cool with or whatever could always reconnect, but you have to be okay and open with shifting people around in and out of your life in order for you to be the best person that you can be. So that's definitely one thing that 2021 taught me, is that um, friendships don't last forever, and it's okay. It's totally okay. Everybody is doing well, everybody is good, and that's really all that matters. That health is wealth. And I know a lot of times we say, well, I take care of myself, I value myself, I care about my health, but are you really doing that? There are so many people who do not have health insurance. There are so many people who are not vaccinated. And trust me, I'm not here to say, oh, you need to go get vaccinated, because although I work in the medical field and in the pharmacy and in the hospital, and I'm licensed to vaccinate people. I've been vaccinating others well over 2 years. I've been vaccinating children, I want to say within the past month or so. So I'm well aware of it, but even then for myself, I have my own reasons as to why I wasn't vaccinated in the past. And I say this to say that you have to do your research. You have to reevaluate and acknowledge all of your resources. Don't just go off of what someone else is telling you. Pull information from everywhere, but initially do what's best for you. If internally it's not good for you to get vaccinated, then do that research to determine why it's not good for you. If it is a good reason for you to get vaccinated, still do that research and make sure that that is something that is good for you. For the longest, I wasn't vaccinated. I mean, I would mask up, I would stay away from from large groups, and take those type of steps. However, I wasn't vaccinated, and I had to check myself and realize that, you are licensed to vaccinate, immunize. You've immunized thousands of people. You've tested thousands of people, yet you yourself are not vaccinated. And so, I want to say it was like the end of October, I actually took the next step, and I got my second dose sometime in October. Really cool experience. I mean, I knew all of the medical facts and where the resources were, because it is my job to provide that for patients. So that wasn't a problem, but I mean, I just had my own um, reasons. I was a little afraid, and although I've not seen reactions from the thousands of people that I've vaccinated, I still was just like, in the back of my mind, like, what if I am that 1%? And I prayed about it, did my research some more, slept on it, procrastinated, and then me and my boyfriend went and got vaccinated. So I highly recommend that you guys get insured if you're not. There are so many different resources for those who are uninsured. If you're unemployed, whatever, there are a lot of affordable, ways for you to get insurance. Do your research on getting vaccinated. And also, ladies, especially if trans experience, get health insurance so that way you can have the proper doctor to properly watch your hormone intake. I know, even for myself, I self-medicated for years. That's just kind of like the thing that I learned. Like, we all have a plug that we can go to get our hormones, and then it's whatever. But it is very, very important to get under a doctor, an endocrinologist, someone of trans care who can assist you on monitoring your hormone levels, monitoring your liver, monitoring your overall health, just to ensure that you are just properly medicated and living your best authentic life. Like I said before, I can tell you for my own self that I self-medicated, and that's just something that the old school girls taught me. Like, you do this, you do that, whatever. But it's definitely a good idea to just seek medical attention. Don't do it on your own. And there are so many different resources to where you won't have to pay anything. Whatever city or state you're in, they have the resources. It's just all about you taking the initiative to ask questions, seek help, and just do your due diligence and do your research, so that you can be set up and, good to live for the years to come. Okay, so 2021 definitely taught me that health is wealth, and I hope that's something that you guys have learned too for 2021. This is something that I've always kind of carried with me anyway, but just saving, like it is so important to save. Like you just never know like what could happen. You never know like any emergencies, something with family, anything. Like it's so important to save. And that was one thing I always used to struggle with too in the past is that I would save up for like a trip or shoes, hair, things that I would want. However, I never thought about saving just for emergencies or like future wise, as far as like building my credit, getting a home, advancing further in education, all those different things. And in order for you to have that, you have to save. So 2021 definitely taught me that saving is extremely important. You never want to be in a situation to where you just can't do for yourself in the event of an emergency. And yeah, you just have to save. It's extremely important to save. Like I know that we like to have a good time and everybody is out and hanging, but saving is very important. Even if you're starting with $5 a week or $10 a week, whatever you're doing, you just need to be saving for something. You may not know what it is, but I highly recommend that you save as much as possible. Another thing that 2021 taught me is that self-care is so important. And I know a lot of you are probably like, well, I treat myself good and I go to the spa, I keep my skin good, I get manicures, pedicures, all that stuff. Those are different aspects of self-care, but the self-care that I'm referring to is holding yourself accountable, the mental self-care part, your mental health, making sure that you are good. A lot of times we're checking in on others or others are checking in on us, but how often are we checking out or checking in on ourselves? Like how often are you asking yourself like, are you good? Are you good with the situation? Are you good with where you are as far as like working? Are you good with your relationships as far as like with family and friends? Like, are you good? Are you happy with where you are at this moment? Is everything making sense to you? And it's so often that we do not do that. Are you checking yourself when you possibly could be wrong? Are you really taking those steps to make sure that you are mentally where you need to be? Like, are you emotionally okay? Like, are you okay with going to work today and dealing with these people? Are you okay with going to this function and being around this, this social setting? Like, are you good? And that's something that 2021 taught me is that it's okay to take time for you. It's okay to draw back. It's okay to stay home. It's okay to cry. It's okay to just acknowledge that you are hurt or certain things do bother you. And, this is what it is. And what are you going to do for yourself to get past it? I don't think we ask ourselves that enough. It's okay to speak with a therapist. That's something that I've even looked into to doing just to kind of unpack some things that I've experienced in my life that I never really spoke about it with anyone. Like it's certain things in life that I dealt with, and I just kind of taught myself to just be numb and just pack it away and just leave it alone. Like that's something that 2021 definitely taught me that isn't okay, and it is okay to make sure that you are good. Like you have to realize that you yourself is the number one priority before anything. And so that's definitely something that I would recommend that each of you take into 2022 is that making sure that you are good. Because if you are good, you aren't good to anyone else. You got to make sure you're good. Like, you would be surprised how many people walk around here and just mentally aren't good, are not happy with where they are in life, are not happy with certain situations. So you have to make sure that you're in the right headspace. to be the best you. So one thing that 2021 has taught me is that love is, oh, it's love, but it takes more than love, especially in relationships. It is hard work. It's not always going to be about good sex, going out, date night, laughing, special moments, this and that. A lot of the times, um, it just takes work. And I think people, for example, I use my relationship where I get numerous messages of people saying like, "Oh my gosh, y'all look so perfect. You look so happy," and "Oh girl, I can't wait to have this and that." And those things are good. However, I'm here to tell you that it is not easy. It's not easy at all. I have a sister who's engaged who I talk back and forth with. I have other girlfriends that are in relationships. And so I pull things from everybody, especially to go over this topic. Relationships are not easy. I don't care who it is. I don't care about your astrological signs. I don't care about how long y'all known each other. I don't care about how good that good is. None of that matters if you are not mentally on the same page and are not putting in the work for it to effectively, be beneficial for both parties. I cannot stress that enough. Like, so many of y'all be like, "Oh my God, it's perfect, it's this and that," and it's like, girl, like, of course, it's good to be in a relationship. It feels really good to be in love and, to have someone to be with. But it's work. And it's not just, okay, I'm going to work for this moment. It's nonstop work because you have to remember that you are who you are. The person that you're dating is who they are. And then, of course, when you get in a relationship, you're evolving. So not only are you changing for yourself, but you're noticing a change in each other, and you just really have to adapt. I know that it takes a lot of work, a lot of compromising, a lot of adaptation to the environment, and just having uncomfortable conversations. Knowing when to just let certain things go, knowing when to step aside, knowing when to speak up. It takes so much, and that's definitely something that 2021 taught me. I really feel like my relationship has humbled me a bit, challenged me extremely a lot, and just made me realize that before being in a relationship, I always just had this idea that, it's like this and it's gonna be like that, and it's the total opposite. And honestly, you cannot prepare for a relationship. You can't even prepare for when you fall in love, because for the longest I dated in my past and I thought, oh my God, I was in love. And where I am now and comparing that to the relationships that I've had in my past, I don't even think that I was in love in my past, if that makes sense. It's almost like this, to me, I feel like this is like my first time being in love. The things that I've experienced, how I feel, and just where I'm at. I've never experienced this in any other relationship. So that's a whole nother thing that 2021 taught me, is that you don't really know love until you know love. And even now that I've experienced certain things, I mean, obviously, I still feel like there's so much more to learn. Just being in a relationship and being in love and acknowledging that you not only are here to care for yourself, but you're signing up to care for someone else, to be there emotionally, to be there physically, to be there even when you don't feel like it, like to just be there and be present, to be understanding, to be nurturing. Like, there's so many different aspects. And I'm here to tell you that it's work. So for those of you who are like, I want to be in love and this and that, and I want to be the one, I cannot stress this enough. Make sure that you are emotionally and mentally prepared to deal with that. And more importantly, make sure that you're constantly reminding yourself why you are invested into this relationship, whether this is a friendship, relationship, marriage, whatever. Um, I think it's so important to just remind yourself constantly why um, you wanted this in the first place. So that's definitely something that 2021 has taught me, and I'm so looking forward to what else I'm gonna learn as far as like a relationship goes. But we'll see. However, 2021 has definitely taught me that procrastination is a no-go, and I feel like that's something that we're gonna be learning for years to come. You cannot procrastinate. There's so much potential that I'm sitting on, and I literally have it at my fingertips, and it just bothers me that I don't even tap into that. Like, I can advise someone else, like, girl, you need to go after this or you need to do this. And here I am, I can't even give myself that same advice. I can give myself the advice. I know what to do in order to be better. However, I just don't do it. And I don't know why. So, 2021 definitely taught me that because, not to brag, but I haven't posted, a video in a little over 5 months. But the YouTube checks still come in. So that just lets me know that first of all, y'all rock with me anyway, because I mean, if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be doing this anyway. I mean, I enjoy sharing personal experiences with you guys and this being like a personal outlet. However, it all falls on you guys. So even just knowing that y'all will go back and watch my old videos from a year or 2 years ago, and it still brings in some sort of revenue, to me was just like, okay, Amiyah, you gotta stop playing. Like, stop procrastinating and get to it. If you aren't dedicating yourself to anything else, why not YouTube? You love to talk, you have so many different experiences, you have so many different stories and things to share with others, and why not use that gift? You have the gift, use it. And so that's definitely something that 2021 taught me, is that use it while you have it or it'll be gone. And I don't want to lose it. So I'm definitely going to be putting out more content. I'm definitely going to be more involved. I would love if you guys would just, send me some type of DMs or whatever, or comment on the videos on YouTube, and just to let me know what would you like to hear from me. That would probably motivate me a little bit more and give me a little bit more direction as to where I need to take this. So please do not hesitate to send me your ideas or topics that you feel like I need to be covering, because I'm here for y'all ultimately. I do this for you guys. So the last thing that 2021 taught me is that family is everything. And if you do know me personally, you know that I don't play about my family, especially like my siblings and my nieces and nephews, their offspring, children, whatever. I'm very, very, very into family, and 2021 taught me that if I have nobody else, I have my family. If I ever need something or someone to talk to, I can speak to my brother and get a man's perspective, speak to my sister and get a woman's perspective, speak to my mom, speak to my aunts, sisters, whomever. Like, family is really everything, and you definitely can't take it for granted. I know that there are certain situations where some of you guys do not have those type of relationships with family. However, family doesn't have to be blood. It can be a close friend or whomever, but I definitely encourage you guys to cherish family. It's just crazy because every time like I go home to South Florida to visit my family, I'm just like, I'm ready to get down there. I can't wait to be around everybody and just, enjoy that. And then when I get back home to Atlanta, because all of my family, well, I have some family here, but majority of my family, all of my siblings are in Florida. It just really makes me realize how like homesick I am, how not having access to my family physically plays a part, or takes a toll on me emotionally. Like I genuinely just enjoy being around my family and just having that. family aspect. Like it's so important to have family and to excuse me, to establish that relationship and just work on it. Like the one thing about with family is that you guys are not always going to see eye to eye. You may bump heads. You know, some of them may not look at things the same way you do, but you and family have to find a way to break through that and to make it work. Especially with everything that's going on, you know, you just never know what can happen or when people are leaving this earth. So you definitely have to establish that bond with family and be adult enough to say, I was wrong or I was right. Or just to say I miss you. Like I even noticed there are so many family members who don't even say I love you, who don't even hug. Like it's just bizarre to me. So you definitely want to make sure that you just stick with family. That's something that 2021 taught me, is that no matter what I go through or what I may experience, if I don't have nothing else, I know that I have my family, and that is a fact though. So those are just a few things that 2021 taught me. I don't want to keep you guys here forever. Down below, drop some of the things that 2021 taught you guys. Maybe we can go back and forth in the comments or DM me just about some lessons that you learned. Because like I said, we all pretty much share the same similar experiences in one way or another anyway. Let me know what you learned in 2021. We all can learn from each other in one way or another. Before I go, I also want to let you guys know that I do appreciate you all so much. I cannot thank you guys enough. I can't stress it enough how much I adore each and every one of you. If you DM me, I usually try to write right back, or if not, I do write everybody back. I'm not one of those girls who just leave it on red. I do respond. I just thank you guys so much, and I love y'all, because honestly, if it wasn't for you guys, I really wouldn't be here. Like it's therapeutic for me that I can express myself and how I feel and my experiences, and know that there's an audience specifically for me who adores me, and I adore you all just as much. I cannot wait to see you all into the new year. I do, like I said, have some more content coming. I'm going to try to drop like 2 more videos before this year's up with, I promise, okay? What else? Yeah, so I think that is it. I love you guys. You all are awesome. Thank you so much for supporting me. And of course, come back wherever you are, whether you're on your way to school, class, work, whatever, at home, chilling. Thank you for watching me. I adore you guys so much. Can't stress it enough. I really do love you guys. So make sure that you share this video, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't, it's a shame. Subscribe, share, like, and comment. Okay? All 2022, we are sharing the videos. Share it to your grandma, auntie, daddy, uncle, whomever. There is something on my page for everybody. You're going to learn something. You're going to walk away with something, okay? So, once again, thank you so much. I love you guys. Have a good one. Happy New Year. Happy Christmas. Stay tuned for the next video. 2021.